Hi guys, isn't it ironic that recently Tory ministers and Brexiteers were complaining about the so-called blob, otherwise known as the civil service, a bureaucracy that is stifling innovation, a group of faceless individuals determined to stop Brexit or at least stop it from being a success. Even Suella Braverman railed against it. Well, the irony is that when the Home Secretary received a speeding fine, it seems she asked the blob if they could help her get out of that infraction. This, of course, would be a breach of the ministerial code, which would put pressure on the Prime Minister Rishi Sunak to have Suella Braverman sacked again for the same issue in the space of 12 months. As Braverman wouldn't go on TV to defend herself, the government sent Therese Coffey, who was as useful as a private water company.
Do you not? Do you just don't think it's a big deal if it's true then? Because you seem to be quite relaxed about it. It is a big deal, isn't it? If she's asking the taxpayer-funded civil service to get involved in her personal affairs.
I think that what I've said is I've scanned the newspapers myself this morning before coming on the show. I'm not in the business of phoning people at about 7:20 in the morning to try and get chapter and verse from a
Or even
colleague.
if they might have broken the ministerial code.
I
Might
think
be worth a message, surely.
Well, I mean,
This is why Therese Coffey is sent on. Because she's like a brick wall to any sort of questioning. Oh, I'm not going to call people up at 7:30 in the morning and get chapter and verse. Like, you're being sent on to answer questions on behalf of the government. So surely she knows about this. Of course she knows about this, but she's sent on in order to defend the government. And she's not even really defending, she's just deflecting questions. Oh, I'm not going to call people up at 7:30. Why not? You know, this is a serious accusation. This could end her career. This could have Rishi Sunak fire her. Why wouldn't you call people up? Maybe because she didn't have to, because she already knew about this.
You're making all sorts of allegations. There's different elements. I mean, I'm just not aware of the details.
They're not allegations. She's asking if you know. There's a difference between saying, this is what happened, and can you tell me what happened?
Sophie, and as I say, at the same time, what is clear is that Suella now has those 3 points on her licence, and she's getting on with the job about tackling particularly illegal migration, but also...
She broke the law, and now she's dealing with illegal migration. So let's move on.
to the wide security elements of our country.
I'm just trying to get the facts, though. I'm not really making allegations because I don't know what happened. That's why I'm trying to find out. You know, her spokesperson saying she accepts she was speeding last summer and regrets doing so. She took the 3 points and paid the fine last year. I mean, that is answering a completely different question. The question is, did she ask civil servants to get involved in what many would see to be an abuse of power?
Well, you've read the same things that I've read in the newspaper as well this morning. I don't have any more details than that, and it's not for me to start speculating about what did or didn't happen.
OK,
Yes, OK. It's once again, Therese Coffey is not sent on to answer questions. Therese Coffey is sent on to deflect. She's like a wall. Asking her a question is pointless. She just talks about something else, or she says, well, you've read the same thing as I have, and I didn't call people up at 7:30 in the morning to get information about something as serious as breaking the ministerial code. Now, what's the consequence here? Well, it's possible that Rishi Sunak will fire her. He has already said that he has full confidence in the Home Secretary, which generally means she has between 48 and 72 hours, or maybe even less than that. Will he sack her? I don't know, because it's risky for Sunak to sack her at this stage, because she still has a lot of support within the party, both in, not so much in the House of Commons, but within the membership. And of course, if there was a leadership election, the members would back Suella Braverman over Rishi Sunak. So the members of Parliament would like to keep Rishi Sunak in place because they don't want another leadership campaign. It would destroy the party. It's already pretty split. We saw recently two conventions, one a pro-Boris Johnson convention, another pretty much an anti-Rishi Sunak convention. So the party is already splitting. A general election is on the horizon. And the last thing Rishi Sunak needs is another leadership campaign. And the Conservatives don't want that either. But if he does fire her, it could create problems for him. He would prefer to have a cabinet reshuffle at some stage and get her out the door. But to specifically fire her over this could be politically difficult for him within the Conservative Party. But something has to happen. This would be a breach of the ministerial code. And, you know, you can't have a Home Secretary who was fired because she broke the ministerial code, breached the ministerial code, and then rehired because she apologized by the Prime Minister, and then that same Prime Minister having to sack her again. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think about all of this. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.